Hi, beautiful souls. I wish you all joy, happiness, peace, ease, grace, harmony, unity, and divinity as you move through your day. Embrace your precious life. It's so vital to embrace and honor life whilst you have it. I speak with experience. There was a time when I felt that I was dying, and when you feel like that, it's very difficult to actually focus on doing anything because you almost feel like, what's the point? And during that period in my now life, I became depressed, and I didn't see what's the point, maintaining a happy existence on the external, because I didn't want people to feel sorry for me. There's nothing more disempowering and makes you feel even worse when people feel sorry for you, and also when you get those people that are very imbalanced in themselves, that they try to organize you if you're not right, and they just make you feel worse and worse and worse, more helpless and more misunderstood. So sometimes it's better to put on a facade, at least that's what I used to think. And of course, also you aren't able to show your vulnerability. And I think with so many of us, we grew up in families that were pretty dysfunctional. I don't know what families are like on this day. I don't have friends with young children. I have some cousins with young children, but doesn't mean I see them all the time. And so I don't really know what things are like now, but one of the best things anybody can do is to take care of themselves and to make very conscious effort to really work through your stuff. It comes in so many layers. It's like building a massive computer, or deconstructing some massive computer, because you take out all these different chips, these different implants, these different hooks and riders and thought patterns, and and it's a constant I wouldn't say it's a battle. It's not a battle. You never want to be fighting anything. You always want to be surrendered to the now, and to work through things with ease and with grace, not with pressure and pushing. You don't want to push against anything. You want to allow things to unfold, but with your intention and action. You go, right, okay, I'm not having this. This is not helping. So, it took a bit of time, because you get to a point where, I suppose it's similar with drug addicts, you get to a point where you hit rock bottom and that's it, and then suddenly your eyes wake up when you're on the floor. You're like on the floor, and you suddenly like ding, and everything suddenly comes back on your line. Hang on a second, what am I doing here? How have I allowed this to happen? And you're not even conscious a lot of the time. You think you're conscious, you think you're doing a great job, you think you're really, I'm really brave, I'm really courageous, I'm really going through all of this and blah blah blah, and I'm really handling it as well as I possibly can. But when you're on medications, when you're not well, when people are telling you you're worse off than you are, and all of that, and than you actually feel, and making you feel like you've got no hope and all of this, it's really very destructive to the human form, and this is not a divine way to live. I've had so many run-ins with the medical professionals over my healing journey, not in a bad way, because I'm not unkind. I mean, I have said things that have been quite strong, and then I've apologized, but then they've actually, like the other day, actually, I apologized for something I did, and this secretary was like, you know what, I completely agree with you, and you're completely in your rights to voice what your thoughts were. You weren't rude, you didn't shout, you didn't scream, you said it with a measured tone, and I listened to what you said, and you were completely right, and I'm going to do everything I can to help. So sometimes it is important to say your bit, not to keep things quiet. If there's something that's not right, say it, speak up, your voice, speak up. be sovereign. But don't let anyone diminish your life. Don't let anyone tell you when it's time for you to go. Don't let anybody stop you from living, and especially don't let yourself stop yourself from living. You have to honor your life. You must honor your precious life up until the last breath, because, and this is what I've seen and this is what I know to be true for me, you can all decide amongst yourselves, but because I have seen through to the truth from my heart, through my higher mind, that if you don't honor your precious life, then what happens is in the next lifetime you will have situations where you still have to honor it, and those situations may be a little bit more challenging. You see, not everybody, I mean, whilst we're all going through this accelerated expansion right now, there will still be a karma going on for a little bit longer. It's not going to just suddenly stop now. There is still karma, people that are still having to work through. If people haven't done their inner work, if people aren't interested in taking care of their soul's journey, if people aren't interested in dissolving soul contracts that may be of a lower nature, you don't have to go through loads of trials and tribulations. You can move through life easily and gracefully, but you do have to be intentional about how you clear things up. You do have to be intentional about the way you live. And one of the most intentional things that you can possibly do is to honor your life. And how can you honor your life? How can you honor your life? Clear out all of those limitations and all of those falsehoods and all of those attachments and everything that has kept you in a lower frequency. Allow yourself to rise, allow yourself to float upwards. Doesn't mean that you're not grounded to the earth and here on Gaia in this now, but you allow yourself to float. Don't be weighed down by the past. Clear things out and become super conscious. Become a super conscious being. If you have a thought and it's not of a higher frequency, you must address it there and then. And you keep doing that. And it's a practice. It becomes a divine practice, a meditative practice. You start to live your day in meditation and even your sleeping state in meditation. But you're then fully alive, fully aware, fully practicing. I'm grateful for my life. I appreciate this life, and I shall use this life for reverence and in service to the collective, to all life here on Gaia and through all realms of existence. And you know what? It feels good. It feels the best. Living as unity consciousness, as Christed consciousness, is the best feeling, because you actually feel like I'm honouring everything that I am, I'm honouring everything that is as one. There's no separation from it all. It's all equally important, all equally valued, all equally sharing the love, loving the trees, loving all life as one, not seeing it as separate, but knowing that you loving the tree is also loving a part of yourself. So really take your life very in your precious hands. Take your precious life into your precious hands. Hold it in your precious heart. Nurture and revere it with wisdom and with kindness, forgiveness and compassion, and love all lives like that. Even those people that you're not particularly fond of, you know, they're messengers. They're messengers. And some messengers come because maybe they did something not so great for you, or in a different lifetime, or they did something, whatever. Maybe you did something not so good to them on a different lifetime. Who knows? It doesn't matter. That's not important. Don't delve into the past life so much. That's not really of great help, I don't feel. Not to go back into a place where it's disharmonious. You don't want to do that. You just want to be, I recognize this person has shown up in my now lifetime. I recognize that they are a messenger. How may I see myself through their beingness? What is it that they have come to share with me? How may I transcend this experience in this now? How may I share more light and compassion for all in this moment? And then just let it all go. Boom, gone. peace, and then if any thought comes up, I send love there, I send love there, or I send a mirror there. I send a mirror ball there, so that if you feel any negative thoughts coming in from anybody else, that you send those negative thoughts immediately back to them, so that they can see themselves on a greater level, so that they can understand themselves more, because we want to learn from each other. We want to be able to help each other to grow and expand. And when somebody sends negative thoughts your way, then they are basically like throwing darts at you. But you don't want that to stick into your consciousness. You don't want that to affect you in any way. So you place yourself in this beautiful field of loving light. Nothing can penetrate it, because you are love. You are pure love. Nothing can penetrate that pure love. But you allow your consciousness to allow them to see what it is that they are doing, so that they can address that within themselves, so that they can work on their soul's journey, so that they can be of more peace and love within themselves. Because it's not nice for anyone to have limiting thoughts and beliefs that keeps them trapped and stuck. It's not freeing. There's no liberation there. There's no sovereignty there. It's not cool. It's not cool at all. So let's all help each other as much as we possibly can. Let's honour our precious, beautiful human lives for the greatest good of all. It's one perfect cosmic heart here on this beautiful, ever-expanding planet. All love and all light to you all. My name is ZsaZsa. If you like this video, share it, subscribe, comment if you feel called to do so. Infinite blessings. Peace.